Hey, and welcome to our Tuesday night live, where we are live every single Tuesday night. But we do upload 4 times here on the channel a week. We upload Monday, Tuesdays, of course, Wednesdays, and Friday. So if you have not hit the subscribe button, make sure to hit that red subscribe button, ring the bell. That way you do not miss any of our fit tips, our weight loss tips, or healthy, low-calorie recipes that we post. So tonight we're going to talk about 4 things that I don't really think people talk about when it comes to weight loss. Like the 4 things that after I lost weight, I was like, wow, I didn't really know this was going to happen. Like things that surprised me. Like I could come up with probably at least 20, but these were like the 4 that really just got away with me, that were like, huh, look at this. And even still sometimes I'm like, wow, look at this. Like I just experienced one of these just last week. And so anyway, let's go ahead and jump right in. So the first one is, and I know people talk about having loose skin after losing weight. A lot of people use, it for their thumbnails and all of that. But here's what I wanted to, I don't feel like most people talk about that loose skin when you're losing weight. First off, it is normal. Whether you have 20 pounds to lose or 50 or 100 or 161 like I did, loose skin is going to happen. And no matter how many pills, tonics, lotions, whatever it is that you take or drink, loose skin's gonna happen. However, here's the part where I don't think a lot of people talk about. It gets worse before it gets better. But the key word is, as long as you keep going, and especially if you are incorporating diet, nutrition with fitness, if you're moving your body 30 minutes a day, 6 days a week, whether it's working out from home, which is what I do, whether you're walking, you're going to the gym, you're riding the bike, you're swimming, as long as you're doing something that's going to help, build a little bit of lean muscle, it will get better. But here's the thing with loose skin. As somebody who's lost 161 pounds, as somebody who completely went through the entire evolution of loose skin, I knew that it was a possibility that I was going to have some, because I had seen all the nightmare before and afters. I had seen the people the same people you've seen holding out their skin going, look at all of this. And I can remember thinking, oh my gosh, I can actually remember praying as a praying person saying, Lord, please make it so that I don't have a lot of loose skin, because that was one of my fears, right? And I can remember after losing, 40, and let me say this, when I first started losing weight, I had what I like to call hard, which means I had plenty of fat. I was 288 pounds, but when you pressed on it, it was hard. And what that means is that all your fat cells are filling up your skin. Well, as you start to lose weight, there's not as much fat cells in the same amount of skin. And so the fat goes from being hard to being like the Pillsbury Doughboy, where they can take their finger and press in on the stomach and it goes in. That's kind of what your fat does, because there's the same amount of skin, but less fat filling it up. I can remember the day, I can replay it perfectly in my mind. I was shaving my legs, and I put my leg up on the tub thing. And when I put my leg up, my thigh went whoop, whoop. I can remember looking down and thinking, did my thigh just wave at me? And so I put my leg back down, because I had to see it again. I was rewinding. I had to rewind it and do it again. So I put my leg down, I put it back up, and whoop, whoop. It was like this whoosh, whoosh, a wave in the ocean. And I can remember thinking, oh my goodness. That night, my husband comes upstairs. He got done with work and we're getting ready for bed. And I'm like, watch this. You are not going to believe this. And he's like, what is the matter? I put my leg up and he's like, okay. I'm like, did you see it? My whole thigh. And he was like, and my husband, bless his heart, he doesn't know what to say. He's like, this is a no-win situation. I'm just going to sit here and listen, because there's nothing I can say that's going to help the situation. I'm like, did you see it? He was like, see what? I'm like, my thigh, all the skin waving. And he's like, babe, of course he's totally encouraging, whatever. And I can remember thinking in that moment, Oh my goodness. Like I had loose skin on my face. Like right here, I had some wrinkles on my face. I had loose skin on my neck. I had loose skin on like my thighs, my butt. You know how your butt goes like this? Well, underneath my butt, I had another mini butt that was like skin just hanging there. Like it was like butt and then skin and ripples. And I would just look in the mirror sometimes and I would poke it and I would prod it and I would like jiggle it and wave it. And I just thought, okay, it is what it is, but hopefully it's going to get better. But here's what happened. It took me 13 months to lose 161 pounds. I was not opposed to getting plastic surgery, and I did get some. Anyway, I got a mommy makeover, boob job, lift. We have a whole series on that, by the way, where I talk about what it, like I walk through the whole process of finding a plastic surgeon, breast augmentation, the cost, a tummy tuck, a lift, the recovery, all of that stuff. And yeah, so I will make sure to link that. I'll make sure to link that. But we do have that whole series where I talk about all of that. But anyway, I had committed to maintaining my weight for 1 year. Because when you are losing weight at a rate of 2 pounds a week, which is a pretty fast weight loss, your skin cannot keep up with that kind of weight loss. But that 1 year after I lost weight, every single bit of skin on my body tightened up so much. My butt, now I'm not saying that I didn't have any loose skin at the end of the day. What I'm saying is it got at least 80% better. My arm, my face, my neck, my butt, all of it got so much better just by giving it some time. And so if you're on that weight loss journey, your loose skin is going to get worse before it gets better. But if you just keep going, it's not going to stay there. It's going to adjust. It's going to rebound. Our bodies are resilient. They're amazing, to be completely honest with you. And so your body will rebound. You just got to give it time and you got to be patient. It's not a quick fix. It's not an overnight thing. But if you're just patient, you stay putting in the work, it will rebound. And it will be significantly, not perfect, but significantly better. Significantly better. All right, number two, the number two thing I don't think anybody really ever talked about when it came to weight loss is how small your clothes are. So hold on, I have right here, I have a pair of my old size 22 jeans, okay? These were a pair of my Lane Bryant size 22 jeans that I literally busted out of. Like I would wear Spanx underneath them and like still they would barely button. There was no room in them anywhere. They were tight on me everywhere. And when I hold these today, okay, they appear very large to me. And this was the size that I would wear every single day. These right here. And today when I hold up, and so when I would go on a trip, I would have to take my clothes, fold them, and pack them, okay? These take a lot of room, okay? These jeans weigh four to five times as much as my current jeans, weight-wise, like how much they weigh. Not to mention how much bigger they are. Like, look at, they're all folded and they're still as wide as me, and they're all folded, all right? When you lose weight, your clothes seem tiny. The biggest adjusting factor. I can remember buying new clothes and I would like get them and I would fold them and I would be like, these cannot be my clothes. These cannot be my clothes. Like these look tiny. They look small. Like even when I started buying clothes, I would like when I got into a size 6 or a size 4 or when I finally ended up in a size 2, I would look at the clothes and I would take the size that I was supposed to be in. And then I would take the next two sizes in, like, so if it was a 2, I would take the 4 and the 6 in the dressing room with me because I would look at them and go, there's no way these are going to fit me. Bathing suits, I would take the extra small, the small, and the medium all in the dressing room with me because it in no way, shape, or form looked like the extra small was going to fit me. And so your clothes seem so small. And I can remember a girlfriend of mine after we were always overweight together. And after I lost weight, she would come to visit. Our kids are very similar in ages. And I would be folding her clothes. And she was like, can you just not fold my clothes? She's like, my clothes look so big next to you. She's like, and your clothes, like she would hold up my clothes and she'd be like, this looks like tiny. But I get it. I went through the same exact thing psychologically. Like, these cannot be my clothes. There's no way my butt fits into these. My brain has since adjusted. And now even I can remember, so when I was 288 pounds, my husband has never been like really overweight. He had a little bit of extra weight on him, but he was never like severely overweight like I was. And I would fold his clothes and they would always seem small to me. I'm like, oh, look at my little husband's clothes. Oh, they're so cute. But then now I fold my husband's clothes and his shirts seem ginormous. His pants seem so big when I fold them. Because, you know, it's just adjusting. But anyway, just get ready. When you lose weight and you start buying clothes, your clothes are going to seem so freaking little to you. Like it really is kind of crazy. All right. The third thing that I don't feel like nobody talks about when it comes to weight loss is that your taste buds will change. Your taste buds will change. I gotta tell you, as a former morbidly obese chick who clearly knew how to eat, you do not wind up 288 pounds without knowing how to eat. It's just the fact of the matter. Like I knew how to throw down. You could give me something healthy and I could show you 10 ways to make it unhealthy. And then, anyway, yeah. And my biggest fear was that I would never be able to enjoy food again. First off, I'm a girl of balance. If you've been around here for a hot second, you will know 80-20. I'm not about deprivation. I'm not about cutting out food groups or anything like that. Balance, balance, balance has been such a huge key for me. But I never craved fruit. Like if I was hungry and I wanted a snack and somebody was like, here, snack on an apple. Well, I'll just skip the snack until I can get the carbs or the sugar or the chips, which I guess is a carb, whatever it was. Like I didn't want to snack on fruit. I didn't want to snack on vegetables, raw vegetables, unless I was slathering them in ranch or dipping the apple in caramel. No, like my idea of a snack was a Hostess, a little Debbie, bag of chips, a candy bar, M&Ms. Like those were my ideas of a snack. Not an apple, not some freaking carrot sticks, not some cucumber slices. Like, ugh. And so, like, I really believed that God, and I would meet so many people that were overweight, and whether they were just pretending or whether they really were blessed, loving healthy food, I was not a morbidly obese chick that loved healthy food, like at all. I could eat it, but I didn't crave it and I didn't love it. And I would meet people that were like, oh, I'm just craving some fruit. I was like, okay, not me, not today, not ever. Or that were just like, oh, some carrots sound so good. On what planet? This is what I used to think, right? And so like, I was so like, okay, when I finally committed to lose weight, it was finally getting it through my head that Carmen, you don't have to like it. You just have to eat it. And I would put signs up, reminders in my phone. Your food is fuel, because I used to eat food as like my emotional, like food was celebration. Food was, you know, I was in a good mood. I was in a bad mood. I was celebrating. I was mad. I was sad. I was upset. Like food was my crutch for literally everything. I was a huge emotional eater. And so like, it was just like, okay, food's fuel. I'm not going to eat because I enjoy it. I'm just going to eat it because it's going to help me get to my goal. And that was that. And I had really just succumbed to that fact that that's what it was. And so it shocks me, but hear me. I was that way because I had trained my taste buds to like a certain thing. I had conditioned my taste buds that this is what you like and this is how you like it. And here's proof. We all came into this world drinking breast milk or formula. Have you had either? My little baby, she wakes up in the morning and she's like a savage looking for her bottle. And she's like it's a milkshake, man. She's like she just sucks down that little bottle and she loves it. She gets mad if she doesn't get it. And so she loves it. And it tastes like nothing. It is not tasty at all. You know, babies start off eating bland, mushed up, like no seasoning, No, like it's just mushed up food. And they get excited. They're like, yeah, give me my carrots, give me my sweet potato, give me my avocado. And it's just mushed up food, right? But over time, we add salt, we add pepper, we add butter, we add cheese. We add all these things to our food, and we condition our taste buds. We add sugar, and we condition our taste buds to what we like. And then we think that's what we only like, and we don't like it anywhere. We don't like it the other way, and we completely forgot that that's what we used to eat and what we used to love. And many of us, our parents don't help in a lot of cases. But your taste buds will change. As a former morbidly obese woman who had morbidly obese taste buds, who never craved a carrot or an apple in my life, today, I can tell you my cravings are completely different. That doesn't mean that I still don't crave a cheeseburger, or I still don't crave some pizza or some chocolate or some ice cream, because I do, and I do eat it. Everything's balanced. I absolutely eat ice cream. I absolutely eat cake. I absolutely eat a double bacon cheeseburger. Yum, yum, yum. However, I actually enjoy carrots. No joke. I actually enjoy my almost daily apple in the morning with my cinnamon. Like, love it. Look forward to it. Just recently, we were doing a thing where I couldn't have my apple in the morning. It was a certain goal I was looking for, and I had to cut out a couple things, like certain days a week, and I couldn't have my apple in the morning. And I was like, oh, I miss my apple. The days I could get it, I'm like, oh, I get my apple. And it still trips me out, because I'm like, oh my goodness, like I've become one of those people. And I swore that God just made those people like that, and he made me the way he made me. I love junk food. They loved healthy food. I didn't get that when I popped out of my mama's womb. But it's just because I had conditioned myself for something else. And so your taste buds do and will change. So if you're one of those people that's like, feels like, oh my gosh, Carmen, how am I ever going to do this? I don't love healthy food. How am I going to do this? Your taste buds will change. I promise you. Doesn't mean you still won't like the junk, but you won't crave it nearly as much. And your body, believe it or not, will actually start to crave healthy more than it craves unhealthy. The last one, the thing I don't think most people talk about when it comes to weight loss, is how much being overweight stresses you out, and how much being at a healthy weight de-stresses your life. We just did a video not too long ago here on the channel where I talked about the stress of being overweight, and how I didn't even realize on a daily basis that I was walking around stressed out, that I was walking around burdened by this weight. Like when I was at 288 pounds, we traveled, we didn't have a problem having sex. We still had a healthy sex life, my husband and I. I played with my kids. I was a fairly high productive person. Like, I would have told you then, I still dressed up. I did my makeup. I could look in the mirror and still feel pretty when I was getting ready to go out. Like, I wasn't one of those people that just looked in the mirror and always hated myself. And so I would have told you that there's not really that much stress. Like, life isn't that different. I would have told you then that life would not be that much different at a size 2 than it was at a 22. Oh my goodness, was I wrong? Was I so wrong? I was so naive to think that life would be the same. And it wasn't until I got here that I could look back and see how stressed I was about little things, traveling, sex, getting dressed, like how stressful just getting dressed was, going shopping, going out to eat, getting on an airplane, going on a trip with my girlfriends or my family. There was being overweight as an extra level of stress to almost every single thing you do. The sad part is most of us have just gotten used to it and we don't recognize it. And it's not until I went from being overweight and then losing the weight that I could look back and go, wow, how much easier and less stressful life is today than it was. It's mind-blowing. It's mind-numbing, to be honest with you. And so these 4 things, again, I could list them off and keep going. I'm not going to, but these were probably my top 4 that I look at and go, yeah, like these things just still to this day shock me. When I was packing for our last trip, all the clothes I can fit in a suitcase. Because when you're a size 2, the clothes are much smaller than a size 22. Much smaller. You can pack 4 times as much in the same suitcase as you. Now I was like, now I know why all those, we used to go on vacations and I would pack like 2 full suitcases and I would see these little skinny chicks haul in their one little suitcase. I got it all in one. I never thought, well, hello, it's because your clothes are 4 times like smaller than mine. That's how you got it all in freaking one. But yeah, anyway. So again, make sure to give the video a thumbs up. Thanks so much for watching. And like I said, I will link down below those videos for the plastic surgery series. If that's ever something you've considered, at least you'll be able to know what the prep's like, the cost, the recovery, and all of that. So thank you so much for watching. We will